On the screen, real life laps. No, you can't, because it's an in-car. The official streams keep closing because they keep getting shut down. The unofficial streams. Three laps to go, sir. Dinner is spaghetti bolognese. It's spaghetti pasta. Bolognese pasta. Which I'm going to have a go on very shortly. In about 12 minutes time, Sam's going to take over. We've got the biggest bowl of chocolate snacks you can imagine, and there's also a dozen boxes of flapjacks and shortbreads and cookies and also, and a fridge full of beer, which I'm going to have a beer as well, whilst non-alcoholic beer, of course, whilst having my downshift. And I've been left alone in the race room, all on my own, to talk about what I want to talk about without anybody listening. I do have to give a massive shout out to everybody that isn't involved in this race, but I think probably wanted to be involved in this race. A lot of racers considered joining and doing it, and then it's just the logistics or being away from home or not being able to spare the time to actually do it. And I know a few people wanted to do it and weren't able to, so this is just a shout out to them to say thank you very much for everything you've done for Widdowmaker Racing. I know there's a few guys out there, which I won't mention by name, have moved on or found something else to do or just can't race because they haven't got the time. And for everybody that's helped get everything set up on the Tuesday and the Friday nights, it's been really, really, really good. I know a lot of people have had a lot of fun, and I know a lot of people have found a better way to play the game, which is the only thing I'm really trying to advocate from all my videos, is trying to do a different thing, try and find a way to enjoy the game and play it for what it's worth. More people joining the chat room. Three laps left. We're going to get this down to virtually no fuel. Fat Man's into the pits on 3%. I don't know if that's Fat Man's opportunity for his son to take over, just for a wee while, to let him get his food in his belly. Missed that apex. Has to be Dino Nuggets. Or Smiley Chips. Trippleback's gone on 2% of fuel. Fat Man's gone in on 11%. He's filling up. So Sphinx has now taken up the mantle of second place, 39 seconds behind. So it was so pit stops taking place. 420s have gone in already. Sphinx is back up to second. We've got a 40-second lead now. So that's Seb that's just finished driving, I think. No, he's down south. They're at Tripplebacks, I think. So now it'll be Hayes driving, his controller driver. So he won't suffer from using the rig at all. He'll do like Thomas is doing downstairs. He'll sit in the rig, but he'll drive with the controller. Well, we'll end up doing 50. I'll have completed 51, I think, when we come in. So I'll have done one more than you on time because I'm not burning so much juice, I think. Okay. I'm not probably revving it out quite as much as you are. And the sun really is going down. Say again. Yeah. Yeah, as the temperature starts to come out the track, it'll slow us up a bit. Be a bit more slidey. Oof. Yeah. The wind's dropped off to 3.2. As we said, the evening comes around, the wind will tail off a bit, won't it? Ooh, into the gravel. Got a kick off that sausage curb. Yeah, gonna have dirty tyres. 2 laps to go. Oh, that's the difference. Look how much that is. I think Sphinx might have had the same problem. We've both lost a little bit of time through there. Tyres are probably not as worn as when Sam pitted. While I remember, Mariana, try the 956 Porsche with the 959 engine swap around Tokyo. It's a monster. I haven't done the engine swap thing round Tokyo. That's something we've got to do. Something we've got to try and explore and enjoy. Do us a favour, Sam, would you, very quickly? Just pick up the other set of headphones off the rack there, and see if you can hear the same thing that's going on now as what I'm hearing. See if you can hear in car with me. Are you getting the same sound as this though? You can unplug them. Just pull it out. Okay. Okay, that's what I was going to ask for. So on the headphone thing, there's a yellow plug into a USB point on the stand. Can you see it? Just pull it out and push it back in. I want you to drive with those headphones to start with. Yeah, it should be. Yeah, good. I'll fix these headphones and then we can swap them back. One's out the back of the TV, the monitor in front of us, and one is out the PC. So I've actually got all of these monitors have a headphone socket. You could have them all running off it. Last lap. My in lap. It would be nice. It never happened. So we should be into the second weather section of the race now. we should be starting to... Well, it's really clear sky now, isn't it? For the evening, and it's going to be a bright night, I would suggest. Ooh. Just going to go to the right of Team BB. That would be a penalty. A massive one as well. That's the biggest penalty I've had there. Only got a second. I got 1.5 earlier as well, didn't I? Every time I try and cut that. But it's not a problem. You won't see it because you'll lose it in the pit window time. So that penalty doesn't happen. It does. Sphinx has taken 5 seconds out of me in the last 4 laps, and they're all down to me. That little off into the gravel. Yeah. But it didn't. It only cost me 2 seconds. Just slow, aren't I? But we're doing okay. Almost 3 hours in. 1 stint each done. And then what I'm anticipating is that we come out somewhere around about Big Popper. Oh, that's the thing. They've already pitted, haven't they? The 420 guys have already pitted. So we should come out in front of them, to be honest. But behind Sphinx. Well, we'll see it. We'll see the fastest lap come up. Seb. No, triple back. I've got all the times over there from the qualifying. It all depends whether you want to double it, Sam. If you want to do a double now, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll both double up. I don't think it's impossible, actually. It feels alright. It's less than we've done on other races, if you see what I mean. So then depends how tired you feel later on. Right, I'm going in. Fuel is really low, which is bob on. Oh, flip. Oh. Might give you penalties there. Right, I'm not hitting the button. Just pass me the grid when you get in. Okay. There we go. Sphinx, I don't know how many laps Sphinx is going to have. I'm full of Mrs. Widdowmaker's sublime spaghetti bolognese, and I'm feeling fast. Sam's face reveal now. What, the big baldy himself. Takes ages to fill on. Two minutes 50. This is a long pistol. You can get a feel for the car again. Yes.
time, isn't it? Okay. 80%. That's it, we're off. Oh, we did get a pit line penalty.
Oh, playing a bit quick there, the car wouldn't.
In terms of how long this stint will be, Sam will make the call when he knows what he wants to do. So stint-wise, could be an hour and a half, could be 3 hours. But it will always be stop after an hour and a half here.
Right, let's go. Try and make up a bit of time here. Have a good stint. The weather still seems the same. There's nothing on the radar. Keep that on just in case. Get some laps in, keep it on the track. Get used to the car again. Probably do a single stint or double, I don't know. We'll see how we feel. I was getting really uncomfortable in this position last time, so we'll see how I feel. Got to do a double stint at some time. What's that, Jim? I can swap right to that. Ah, right, I thought you put them on these. Which side is which? Why side? Let's go.
Right, so I'm a bit at the end of my stint. I'm going to hand over to Sam for commentary for 5 or 6 minutes while I just go and get something to eat. And I'll be back, folks.
So we've still got 40 seconds to BKR. That'll come down after that penalty.
The reason I'm laughing is I've just seen the total and 1,848. I am humbled. Thank you very much for everybody that's donated. I will be back to update that, and we'll go for a draw when I get back. So thank you very much. That's brilliant. Thank you so much.
GR3 we're heading up to here. Some sort. Oh, that was deep again. I need to brake a little bit earlier. Ah, penalty. Why am I picking up all these penalties? I didn't think that was... This isn't a good start. It does slow you up a lot. And here, shave some speed off. It's the same again, gets with the air for the chicane. Just gonna stay with them. Slingshot past on the straight. Here again, it's so awful. This is enough to get past because I need this is costing me time. I just need to stop getting these penalties now. It's not been a good first stint, good first couple of laps. really wish the wind direction had changed, because I know you can take that corner with so much more speed, but the wind's just pushing you out. So it's making it really hard to judge. Let's get past this car here before we get to the corners. Thank you, Indo. Bit of a slide there. With the setup with this car, that's the only. That's one of the Larry corners with this car. All right, thanks, Slippery. Is that better? Let me know if that's better. Well, yeah, that corner there is with the low downforce on the back. That is what it can snap on you and get you. Yeah, sorry. It's weird looking at the chat. I try not to get distracted. Now I know how Jim feels when he goes, "Oh, I was looking at the chart and I've crashed." It is a bit of a distraction. I'm hoping as the time goes on I might find a bit more pace around here. I mean, I'm doing okay, but I'm still 2 or 3 seconds slower than when I'm on my own setup. So 42 seconds. Sphinx is actually gone into second now, so that's interesting. That's a development. That could just be triple back, but I think he's doing the stint for BKR now, who is just, acclimatizing to the track and getting used to it and finding some pace. That could be the difference. And as I look at that, I've just seen the total go up to £1,848. Wow. How good's that? As the car gets lighter, it should find some more pace. Oh, it jumped off that curb. Nearly bit me then. That first chicane is so hard because you've really got to cut across it to straight line this car to get the most amount of speed through there. But if you do it too much, it takes off, it jumps and really unsettles. So it's that balance between trying to find the pace but not pushing too hard that you could end up crashing and get damage. What's the difference with my rig? It's just the positions really, mainly, and the wheel. So I have a DD Pro. Oh. I have a DD Pro, this is a DD Extreme, so there's definitely a different feel in the wheel, but it's the positions. My arms are up, the wheel position's further away, the angle of my feet and legs. It's creating some discomfort on the lower back. And while all that's happening, it's very hard to get really in tune with finding the limit of the car, feeling where the limit of grip is, because 90% of the time I'm readjusting and moving my leg off because I'm uncomfortable, or the wheel for me feels too far away to actually get the kind of feedback that I want. So I'm not sure whether you can see my arms fully. I'll in the camera angle, I'll use that camera angle, yeah, but where my hands are there, it's basically, the wheel's normally here. It's like 4 or 5 inches closer and 2 or 3 inches lower. And I find it much easier to feel what's happening. Just going to concentrate for this. Try and make sure I don't wipe out. Wheels for wishing, no incident, but I did need to get through there. So yeah, it's just that really. I still know the lines, I still kind of know the braking points, but it's being able to really push things that bit more and find the half a second more, you know, through each corner that I'm struggling with doing. Hey?
How's it going?
It's alright, mate. I'm just realising there's 2 different chats.
There's 2 different chats.
Yeah.
This one, this side is Twitch. It's not right at the bottom. I need to adjust that for you. But all of the chat comes up on that one.
Oh, okay.
So you'll see it all.
Yeah, that's the one I've been referencing.
Yeah.
Read that on the straight, slippery.
I'm just going to do a subtotal and add
Yeah,
everybody in.
that jumped 1,800 quid, I've just seen.
Just going to make sure everybody's in the draw. And I'm going to come back and say, we'll do 2 draws. We'll get the first 2 prizes out there.
Let's go. Yeah, it's all relative, Nathan. It's like it's my own standard of what I'm just a couple of seconds down on what I would usually be. I think right halfway. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping, slippery. But then maybe the tiredness will counter that. So I'll just stay the same pace all the way, because I'll be more tired, but I'll actually be more comfortable. So either way, you know, it's all about just completing the race and raising money for a good cause. So I'm driving around and just giving you some thoughts about how things are going, how things are feeling. Might needs to be closed. Is that just behind? Oh, we've gone deep. That's what she said. tell you the other thing actually that's quite different is the monitor size. So I've got like it's like a 52-inch massive monitor. So when I'm looking for references like where people are on the track, or even just seeing my braking inputs, I can normally see that in the peripheral quite like more easily. That's what I'm used to. I'm just used to looking on a screen at different references. When I think Jim, what's this Jim? Like a 30 inch, 27, which I think really is the optimal for gaming. They say, don't they? I have it just behind the wheelbase. It's like on a TV stand just behind my rig. Feeling that Sphinx is running a strategy where he's hoping to make up like a pit stop's worth, or maybe a couple of pit stops over the course, which is quite a chunk of time. With how long he's been going. Pace will counter that by the time he's eked out an additional pit stop. Yeah, Sphinx is solo. I would love to see my facial expressions when I feel like I'm offline and I'm pulling faces. Not seen a purple sector in a very long time. That split is going up nicely. Nearly 3,000 off. Just got to change the wind direction. I think we'll be able to get to the 19, maybe 18 at some point. But it's not ideal. Come on, purple. No, lost. Cheers, Olive. Feel free to ask me any questions while we're going round. Keeps me entertained and hopefully as well you guys too. Got Pebble. Now, I must have took these corners pretty well. Pebble. Yeah. A little bit wide there. Wouldn't have lost that much, but it wasn't spot on. Let's have a look at the sectors. So 2.5 tenths there. Optimal at 19.6. We might hit some traffic here. Oh, see, where's that from? That's from going too wide. That's a shame. And I'm hitting traffic anyway. Not the worst possible place. Oh shit. I mean, shouldn't be swearing. Apologies. Pardon my French, guys. That was extremely unfortunate. That was a decent lap. Picking up a penalty, which I didn't think I got. I think Jim's just sorting some few things out. He's still around. This isn't not stolen his channel. Don't worry, guys. You're not stuck with me. It's just got a house full of racers and lots of things going on. Big Papa, the main man, the legend, the living legend, commenting. That 1.5 was a bit tight as well. Was that a 2 second? That was a 2 second there. I didn't think that deserved 2 seconds, but oh well. Pushing the lines a bit maybe. See, with these chicanes it is all about maximising the amount of track you can use, so you really want to get all the way over to one side as much as you can, so your tyres are on the other side of the curb, to set yourself up for the next corner and get your tyres on the opposite side. And with track limits, it's hard to differentiate sometimes around this track exactly what is classed as in and out of boundaries. Let's think to say what my match is when he gets back on, please. Jim, did you hear that? Okay, he said he's going to talk to you on TeamSpeak. Okay. Oh, the wheel's gone, Jim. What do we do when the wheel's gone?
Press the off button.
Oh, no. What do I do here?
It's alright, now you're in control.
I haven't pressed anything. No, I haven't done anything. I don't know where the off button is, sorry. Right, that's damage. And it's changed the... Oh, man. It's because I've got... How do I change the view?
Change the view.
Yeah.
Where's the square?
Oh, that's going to cost us that, Jim.
Alright, you've got 49 seconds.
I'll just fill up and do another another stint.
Yeah, you've got two choices. You can go in and pit.
I need to pay it either way.
You go in and pit, do the repair. Don't worry about fuel. Do the pit stop, run. It's going to be 36 seconds. It's on 36 seconds. Whichever way you want to go. But just run the stint longer. Run the stint.
Yeah. I'll just change the tyres just so there will be. It'll make a bit of pace difference towards the end. Yeah, let's just reset the stint and hopefully. Yeah. I mean, plenty of time to make it up, but it's just a shame it happened, isn't it?
So it's me, it's Widdowmaker back on. Sam, we're just going to let Sam focus back on what he's doing. I'm just going to give you a little bit of an update, folks. Yeah, wheel just bugged out on Sam, so we're just going to let him get back in, let him get his head back on, work out where he's going. I need to transition this back to right view. Then we'll go and look at other people. We'll focus on Mr. Sphinx, so he's 40 seconds back. Sam's going to pit stop and go from there. Right, an update on where we're going. So, $1,848 in the kitty. I did mention the first giveaways would be 2 mugs. So we're going to do 2 draws to start with. Mrs. Widdowmaker is currently just sorting out all those donations that have happened in the last hour and a half and putting tickets in the box. Don't worry, we've got lots of giveaways, folks. Giveaways, raffle prizes, whatever you want to call them. So, 2 mugs. Both one of a kind, never to be made again, never to be sold again. So these are unique Widdowmaker ones. If you can see it, there is a Widdowmaker logo mug with a Chipotle Holy logo on the back as a Holy Chipotle, which is one of my swear words. That'll be 1 prize. Probably worth about $300 on the open market. If you were to put it on eBay and sell it, because they're the first ones ever, believe it or not. That one was a black internal, and then we've got a red internal. So you should be able to see that one red on the inside. So hopefully they'll travel across the world and go to the right people. So they're the first 2 draws. And I'm going to draw those in a minute. Sam's in the pits, taking his draw, he's dropping down to 3rd place, but that's going to be the case, that's going to be what happens. So Deb Long shouting out to Big Popper. Hello, Big Popper. I just noticed the amount of Widdowmaker notifications for people who follow my streams or follow the merch store or whatever. So those two draws are going to be sorted in the next 5 or 6 minutes. I'm just about to pop down and get those details from the good lady. I'm just going to hand you over to Sammykins. I say hand you over to Sam. I'm just going to switch the camera back in transition to Sam. There we go, Sam's back on the game. If he wants to talk, he will. If he doesn't, he won't. So Widdowmaker's back. We've just done the raffle numbers, got everybody into the tub here. So if I show that at the camera, you can see it all there. All the raffle tickets are in there that have been done for by now. Everybody that Scott's big pop in there. Hi everyone. Oh, that's my sister. That is his sister that shouted out. Good stuff. I'm just going to click. I'm not going to click refresh because that means I'd have to go down and do more. And we can't do that. So what I do have to do though, folks, is just get us to a situation where I can play the next video. We're going to do this every time. We've played Make-A-Wish video 1. This is now Make-A-Wish video 2. So this is the reason why we do it. This is the reason why we're here. This is why we're doing it. So I'll let Make-A-Wish explain.
My wish was to have a photo shoot with celebrity photographer Nigel Barker in New York City. Because of supporters like you, my wish came true and I cannot thank you enough.
My wish was to go to Disney and meet Goofy. Because of you, my everlasting wish was granted.
And my wish was to fight Darth Vader at Disney Hollywood Studios. Thank you, donors, and may the Force be with you.
My name is Miracle Reddy. My wish was Walt Disney World. You guys make wishes happen.
My wish was to meet my favorite soccer player, so thank you for helping wishes like mine come true.
Thanks to supporters like you, my wish to Walt Disney World Resort came true.
I wish for a bunny little puppy. Thank you so much for making wishes like mine come true.
And there you have it. That's why we do this. So, I'm going to draw 2 numbers. First one is for the red-handled Widdowmaker mug. And I've just pulled 1 ticket. It's number 1414. So, owner of ticket number 14, based on when it was done, it was one of the first one. It's Scott Ozinski. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a video post at the end of the 24 hours. And it will contain a list of all the numbers, all the people that won and the prize. What I'd like you to do, folks, is get in touch, whether that's through PM, through Messenger. If you know Big Popper, talk to Big Popper, he'll talk to me. You need to claim your prize because, quite correctly, Make-A-Wish won't give me your details. They'll only give the details to the person who is hosting the fundraising because of GDPR. And if you chose not to share your name, unfortunately, you're not getting tickets. But for those people that are, you know, that's a very valuable prize. On to the next one. Widdowmaker black mug. We started small. These are $300, these mugs, for sure. Ticket number 102. Mark Hendel. And I pray to God these are not all in the US. That's going to cost me an absolute fortune to boat. But we'll get those published. So first ticket number 14, Scott Ozinski for the red-handled mug. And the second one, Mark Hendel for the black mug. We'll see you in a couple of hours for the next draw, folks. We've got best part of 20 hours and 15 minutes to make lots more draws, so we'll get them done. Thank you very much. And then we'll get on with the rest of the commentary. So I've got to give all this back to the good lady, so we're back to spectator view, and I'll just give us a minute while I get that done. Big thank you, Scampy. You're a good man. Thank you very much, and really thank you for all the support you've given the channel over the last 6 months, friend. Hope you're going to watch some more of the stream. We'll catch you in a bit. So now that's all underway. Oh, so Scampy's going to be on till 7 AM. That's terrific. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to get into the bit of the commentary thing whilst we watch Big Papa do a couple of laps. We can now have a scroll through. Team Widdowmaker dropped down at first, but let's go and focus on who's at the front of the pack and let's see what's doing. So Sphinx is leading, 17 seconds in the lead. I'm kind of guessing at some point I really want to just make a couple of changes. I want to turn off the race details for all the runners. I don't really think it's fair to share that. So we'll just turn that off, and then we're not seeing what their tyre and fuel is. Let's keep a bit of suspense in the process. I think that is only fair. So Sphinx is leading by 17 seconds. He's just made his way around an Mulsanne at the bottom of Mulsanne, after the Mulsanne kink. Team 420 absolutely thrashing. Just a shout out to those guys. Thanks for the donations, it's appreciated. Really good that a team like yourselves has got together, supports the event and races with us every week. Thank you very much. It's good to have as faster races as your team has in the group. It really has stretched out the process, and it's drawn Sam in just a little bit. So you all drive exceptionally well. You're all gentlemen on the track, and we can see you're not doing anything different today. So keep pushing, keep driving for the front, guys. That sun's definitely coming down. So in third place, Team Widdowmaker unfortunately got hit with a technical. The Widdowmaker wheel has just kicked out and frustrated the living hell out of Sam. Not Sam's fault at all, that's purely the wheel. So 33 seconds behind Mr. Sphinx. Mr. Sphinx is due for a pit stop anytime soon, I would suggest. Big Popper running hard in fourth place, just 4:48 off the front. Fastest livery there, coming round into that final corner at the end of Mulsanne. Batman is 1 minute 38 behind in fifth place, 6 minutes 23 behind the leader. I thought Fat Man and Big Popper would run a little bit closer than they are, but the Fat is really probably going to be racing alongside JB. JB's team, Fart Hall. As you can see, their livery shining in this light. It's reflecting and changing colours all the time. The current driver in there is Red Desmo. He is slightly struggling with the rig, I think. It doesn't quite fit him personally. I think he just threw a penalty there, if I saw that correctly. But they're 10 minutes too behind the leaders. Just... Oop. Say that again. Okay, you got the penalty. It wasn't them. So we did see BB in the screen in front of him, and BB's there just going down into Michelin, and he's just picked up the penalty. It was him that got the penalty. So there's BB's dead. BB now 1.5 seconds. They're 37 minutes behind. Yeah, 37 minutes behind. Oh, that's seconds. Sorry, seconds. Yes, it says seconds. Definitely. Scampy wants a wave, Sam. Can you stick your left hand out and wave? There you go. There's the wave for Scampy. Scampy's going to be with us. You got a penalty doing that. Oh, well done. How to slow Team Widdowmaker down. Not like anybody else. Wishing for Wheels. They are 41.21 seconds behind, just like BB. And just see that the 420 team absolutely hooning past. That is that's the difference. There we can see Sam at the background. That's how fast Sam is closing in. So as Sam goes through the Mulsanne kink and then goes up Mulsanne rise, where Peter Dumbreck flipped it alongside Mark Webber the following day, the CLK, they all come through Mulsanne corner and head out along through Golf towards Indianapolis. He can make it up, no worries, yes. And then the final team in 9th place, almost a minute down in seconds, is just showing us how to cut the grass. Oh, that's the first accident we've seen live on stream, and damage. That's never going to be helpful. That was Team Smoking Cookies? No, it's not Smoking Cookies. What is it? My brain's gone. It's Smoky Pancake. Smoky Pancake. Probably one of the best team names ever. It's the cookies that were smoking. Yeah, that's right. I shouldn't say that, should we? Who's smoking cookies? Oh. I'm just stunned, chaps. I would never have put... I know I put a target of what I thought it was, but I'd never thought we'd be anywhere near this at this point. So thank you very much for everybody, and I do hope the sentiment of the videos isn't missed. So we're back into the racing process. Sam is hard at work. It's up to Sam what we do in terms of a stint next, whether he wants to go on a double or whether I'm going to do a double and Sam's going to get a bit of a rest, and depends how far behind we want to be. I'll tell you what I am going to do is I'm just going to quickly scroll forward, try and give Mr. Sphinx some time on the camera, but we can see there's 16-second variance, and the physical difference we can see Mr. Sphinx is just coming down into Mulsanne. The 420 guys are coming through Tetra Rouge any minute, and they're diving onto Mulsanne, and then Sam is just 9 seconds back. So we've got a battle heating up, which is worth talking about. So who's lodging with Mr. Widdowmaker today? Nathan, straddling sausages and smoking cookies. Yeah, that's there's another t-shirt. So nobody's lodging except Mrs. Widdowmaker. I think Sam's bagsed the biggest room, which is the black one with the gothic light. And I think Tom's going to camp in his van because he's got a camper van attachment to his van. And then I don't think JB wants to sleep. I think he wants to stay awake with it. So the other bed is probably going to go to Howard at Red Desmo. There's enough places to kip in the house. I mean, I can get a camp bed out the loft if we really need to, if anybody wants to kip on that. But I'm definitely not going to sleep, even though I do have a definite... Well, I think I might have. She's been very busy as Mrs. Widdowmaker, so we're not going to go without, definitely. I've just filled myself up with pasta. Let's go back to a little bit of a focus on Mr. Sphinx as he goes round Mulsanne. We might go in car, actually, with Mr. Sphinx, see if we can see what it's like from inside a Bentley 919. Decent way to get a view. That again. He's already been, man. Yeah, Mrs. Widdowmaker's already been to the shop with my bank card. She was in Marks and Spencer. It's her birthday next week. Don't give her any ideas. But oh, it was phenomenal last week. I've not done a video yet. I literally haven't had time. On Monday, I'm supposed to have a little bit of a rest day. I'm really going to try and put the video together of that Le Mans, that day at Brands Hatch. It was absolutely fantastic, and I know I peppered various socials with the stuff, but I really haven't caught the essence of what we did. So here's another joiner in the old 4-team chat. Let's see who's in there. It looks like people. Oh, JB's back in. Triple back, Matthew, Sphinx, Steve Werner. Everybody's in there. There's a couple of others. That's good. Smoking Cookies is in there as well. So, yeah, that was a great time. So, in car with Mr. Sphinx, he's managing to hold that lead. Back to triple back. No, not triple back, sorry. 420. I keep saying triple back because that's PKR 420. But in car with them. And back to Sam, but we'll scoot all that back up to an external view. Gives us more of a TV-esque sort of image. One thing I noticed about the 420 visuals over the PS5, these views are from a 420. They are sort of pixelated. The images are quite sharp. That's why we changed to the PS5s, isn't it, for better graphics and more compatibility. But the game plays in exactly the same way. I've never seen any difference between playing on a PS4 and a PS5 in terms of visuals. In terms of gameplay, visuals is slight differences. Accuracy of the pixelation, etc., and the rendition of the level of detail in the livery. As Sam goes absolutely hooning round that corner. And did he just pick up? He did. Everybody coming round that corner got a penalty. Every single person, except for Sphinx and the guys at 420. So as we can see, JB's just ahead of the 420 guys. The 420 guys are going to roll through. It's not JB, it's Red Desmo, but it's Team Fark Hall. Oh, is Tom now in control? So Tom's in control as okay. Ooh, yeah. Guys just need to make way for the Blues. Let's let these guys through. Let them go. It's a race for position behind you. So this is the big battle. This is second and third place. Looks like Sam's just going to get there under braking. Just have to see how Bark Hall team copes with Sam absolutely hooning down on their six. The only issue for Sam to consider, he's managed to sneak through. He hasn't managed to sneak through. The only thing to Sam to consider is he's got that penalty just to shed. It's a lift, so there's not going to be a tremendous amount. And then we've got the thrill of seeing Sam going through what could be considered Porsche curves with wash. So for the next quarter of a lap, really. Yeah, there is definite dirt here. We don't want dirty air, do we? As the evening draws in, the daylight's going. Oh, a little bit of trick into the gravel. Both teams front of Team Widdowmaker catch that. Sam gets no downforce under braking, which causes massive issues. Good evening, Azza. Hi, Nick Fox. Welcome. So Sam spent his penalty. Forgive me, I'm just looking to the screen to the right-hand side for what's going down. And then Team 420 are just managing to clear. Sphinx is managing to... Who to what? Oh, and there's JB chipping in with 4 hours completed. Another 20 hours to go. Not a lot. They've only got to do this 5 more times. Wow, 5 more times, folks. Just round this corner, yeah. So 420 go through the line to start the next lap. Lap 70, that's lap 69 complete. Great number. So then we're anticipating seeing maybe the overtake as we go out of Tetra Rouge, as the guys come through Dunlop. Here we go. The next corner is La Chapelle as they go round there into the S's. As they come through that left-hand corner is the S's. And then into Tetra Rouge, the right-hander, down into the dive, into Mulsanne. Absolutely full tilt through there, no lift on the throttle. And there's the catch-up, there it goes. There's the overtake, and now it's mano a mano. Who's got the pace down the straight? Who's running the most downforce? 420 are now into the slipstream, charging the way down the race. Gonna be absolutely head. So BB, Team the Unbeatable Dutch, have gone into the pits for another pit stop. Is that BB relinquishing control? Has BB stopped driving now? Changing drivers, I believe, which is always good. So Sam's actually making the gains here. Can 420 hang with them? This is 4 hours into the race. There's 23 seconds between first and third place. It's nothing in this kind of racing, nothing whatsoever. Fastest lap of the race sits with Team Widdowmaker. 3 minutes, 21.596. Say again. Did somebody say do a refresh on the total? No, it's still the same. 32% of the total though, tremendous. So what kind of lap times Sam putting in then? If we take a look at Team Widdowmaker, Sam put in a 3:20 on the prior lap, a 3:23 that lap, but you've got to consider there was overtaking and braking. So just outside the fastest lap of the race kind of time. So we look back at Team 420, who are putting a stunning effort. They've just picked up a penalty. Unfortunate, they've just come through the place where you dispense of the penalties into Porsche curves. I'm probably not talking into the microphone when I'm looking over there. I need to be more conscious of that. I apologise, folks. It's tremendous. I literally stunned at just how fast these guys are going and how fast the process is moving. So Sphinx is just out in front, 20 seconds. He's running solo. You've got to question just how far you can go at this intensity. Whether he's due a pit stop or whether we're in line with pits, I don't know. I'm not going to look at that. We're going to take that from a commentary point of view as and when it happens. He's running 3:23s currently, lap 69, lap 70 in the 3:23s, and he's not slowing down. So I'm just looking up at the full live version of the race. I'm just watching an in-car, and it's pretty much the same sort of conditions. We can see cloudy skies, and we've got nighttime drawing in. Bright sunshine outside here in the UK, but not forgetting in France they're going to go dark before we do, so it's roughly approximately the same sort of conditions. They've had rain in France, we haven't had here. Take a flick back to Sam. Sam just got that down to just under 20 seconds. The 420 team just starting to click a penalty or two. That's a shame. What I think is interesting though, and I don't know how it's working out, is if we look at the side of Mr. Sphinx's car, you can see he's got one light illuminated. So on his number plate, you can see the top light there is illuminated. If we look at Team Widdowmaker, let's see what the light illuminated on the number plate is there. That's two, and then we go to 420 team. They've got all three illuminated. So if we're running Group 1, Group 3, surely they should be Group 1s with one light. And let's have a look at Big Popper. Let's see what he's got. Probably none. Zero lights. Did they denote first, second and third then? I thought they denoted the group. Oh, okay. There's the There's the bit of school book learning for me again. So Scampy's asking any plans to do this again next year. At this point in time, let's see what it's like at the end. No, there has already been yeah, we haven't got through this one, and that's the big thing. Yeah, so they denote place, which I didn't. I thought they denoted group. I thought they did 1, 2, and 3. But if they're first, second, and third, that's absolutely fine. Batman's got no lights. So if we go down to the GR3s, then will the GR3 first car have lights on? Yeah, it will be, won't it? So. Yeah, that's technically correct, isn't it? So they won't have. So, gone into the pits now are 420. They've gone in. Just going to watch them enter the pits. Looks like they're down to 3% fuel, so it was an on-schedule pit stop. Maybe it's a driver change. So they were running quickly on fuel, and you can see that in their lap times. 3:24. They had a 3:28 with those penalties. So no real disasters or dramas for them. They're running okay. They haven't had any particular massive issues, I would suggest. Full change of tyres. They're going to get fuel. They're going to change drivers. So they should be back to the original driver. So it's triple back. I can actually get his name right and the team name right without really thinking. So good effort, guys. Tremendous battle. Let's just watch what happens. Race together. It's got the Widdowmaker logo on the back. 420 Motorsport, absolutely stunning. Everything we asked for, done for. It's a fast looking livery, look at that. Michelin tyres. And they went number 420 as well. Superb. Bit of a long fuel stop. We're just going to skip away. Have a focus on Big Popper, see how he's doing. So you can see the fuel going into the 420 car there. 48, 49, 50. Big Popper just running just over a lap down, so he's doing well. Headlights on now for the first time I've just seen. DB's team just making their way out the way, well done. Excellent. So let's go back to Mr. Sphinx. 15 seconds in the lead. 15 seconds. Yeah. Don't break your back doing it. Tham's desperate. Those sparks off the back of the car, absolutely tremendous. Let's see if we can watch. Let's see if we can get a good view of sparks from the car as we come down into Indianapolis. There you go. The sparks off there is absolutely stupendous. And there we go. 420 just completing their pit stop. Look at the length of that pit stop in terms of position. It's half a lap. It's 2 minutes 20. That's how long that pit stop takes, and that's the same for every team if you're going in for a regulation stop. It's half a lap. That's what you've got to consider. So Fat Man's gone in now. He's gone into the pits. Exactly the same situation. He was what? Sam's just picked up another penalty, it looks like. You're turning into Porsche curves. Yeah, you are. You're taking two. I did that yesterday a bit. So Fat Man's in for fuel, and now the race is settling out. The night time is upon us. It looks like late evening is definitely turning into what it should be. Oh, it still counted. So fastest lap of the race, a 3:19.747. Even with the penalty, it still counted the fastest lap. So, Sam setting records as we continue. Absolutely stunning. Ginger Gandhi, thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. I know you've popped in once already today. I didn't get a chance to say hello, but thank you, Ginger Gandhi. And I know you've raced with us a few times. I know you were potentially planning to, and it's been great to race with you, my friend. Thank you for supporting the channel, and I know the guys will appreciate your keep it up, so thank you. Oh, Matthew's in the pits. Let's have a flick down and see where he is. At 70% fuel. Matthew's on 70 laps. He's just about to go on to lap 71. JB's are on lap 70. So, I think you're just one lap down on Fat Man. So, as he comes out of the pit, he'll enter lap 71. That's a good thing, actually. So the leaders are now actually on lap 73. There's an 11-second gap back to Team Widdowmaker. Sam likes to knock up those little penalties. He's just got a couple. Just as he comes across the GR3 guys. And I didn't mean that literally. He's arrived at them. They're going to stop my money. They're going to stop it, aren't they? No money for the stream tonight. There, Sam's made his way past those two. Just going to check it out. We're on lap 72. So if we drop down to the GR3 cars, BB in Team BB, or the unbeatable Dutch, they're actually on lap 61. The second place car, which is up lapping the next guy, they're battling to get past each other, and that's a fierce little battle. They're on lap 60, and the guys in screen now who are smoky pancake, not smoking cookies, they're on lap 56. So there's quite a distinctive difference between the two, but they are all racing for 24 hours. The lap count really doesn't matter. They're racing to get to the front, and no matter there's a little battle, they're always going to have a little battle when they get next to each other. It's going to be the way it is. So Sphinx in first place. We don't know where he is in relation to pit stops. 10-second 27 in the lead. Massive sparks out the back of the car. Absolutely tremendous. In the Bentley 919. Great livery. Really is good. I wouldn't have thought to have done that. Sam, I wouldn't describe Sam as dirty old Sam. That's as bad as my comments. Sam's just trying to find every inch of gain, and you can't blame him. He is literally scouring the track for every extra inch he can find. And some of these images that we're getting of the game now are tremendous, absolutely tremendous, as the car comes hurtling down the straight. Absolutely bob on. The sparks coming out the back of the car, which is great for Daytona. Now, referring back to the question from Scampy, any plans to do this again next year? I would genuinely love to do the 24 hours of Daytona. As somebody who is a bit of a car guy and loves that circuit of the Daytona road course, I think if I was to do this again, I'd do it there, in line with the WEC event that takes place, whether that be the 6 hour, the 12 hour. Yeah. No, we understand that, Scampy. He's not a dirty driver, not by any means. But that was when you said he was coming on everyone. Yes, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. I hope the indication wasn't lost on everybody. Yeah, Daytona for me would be terrific. And I know there's a couple of other drivers in the lobby who are driving today watching this who would genuinely enjoy that race as well. There's also an option for the 24 hours of Daytona, which is of Nürburgring, which is really a different beast. Whilst Le Mans is what it is, it's a technically less difficult circuit. You have to be quick here, but at Nürburgring, it would be 24 physical hours. You have to be constantly on the game. There's only one stretch of the track where actually you could actually sit back, relax, settle yourself into seat. You've got 3 or 4 areas here where you can push down the straight and push on. So you can relax back into your seat, ease your shoulders, relax a little bit. There's that to be done, but Nürburgring I'd be reluctant, I think. And then if we were talking about the next race, it would be Daytona 24, definitely. That would be the one I would want to do. Yeah, from Jinder Gandhi, can't believe Big Popper's doing the solo 24 hours fair play. He's got a few days off here. He's not the only one, Jinder Gandhi. Sphinx, who's leading the race currently, and I've just taken the attention away from him just to try and let him concentrate a bit. Sphinx is also solo, and so is Matthew. Batman. We've got 3 solos on the go here, and they're all doing tremendously well. Let's just flick forward to Mr. Sphinx and see how he's doing. 8 seconds, he's just pulled out a little bit on Sam there. So his fastest lap, now he's just dipped in, fastest lap of the race, a 3:22.134. Sam's got that fastest lap down just a little bit further. No, he hasn't, it's the same one, a 3:19.747. And he's just running in the 20s, mid-20s, which is absolutely phenomenal. Helmet Race has just joined the room. Hello, Helmet. I know you've raced with us a few times. Killian, thank you very much for doing what you do. And I noticed your team had a good victory last night, my friend. Is it tonight England are playing? 8 o'clock? Yeah, it is tonight, 8 o'clock. So our attention will be on the racing. But if anybody does want to keep us updated with the massive score that England are going to get tonight, because they have to. Is it tomorrow, Sunday? Yeah, it is tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. But there's another game, isn't there? So I drew Italy. I think Italy played tonight. I think they're 8 o'clock, the Italy game. So if anybody doesn't mind keeping us updated with the... Yeah, England are playing tomorrow, 8 o'clock. England are playing. I think that means Sunday England are playing. I think they are. I've got to stay awake for that. But let's go to 420 team. They pitted, so they're just out of sequence a little bit. But we anticipate Sphinx will be pitting fairly soon. And so will, Sam will go a little bit longer due... Oh, look at those sparks! Tremendous. That's what I love about these cars and the graphics at this point in the game. Just watch as he changes gear. It will just absolutely chuck a chunk of sparks out. That under tray will hit the ground. Sparks will go everywhere. And that happens on all cars. Italy versus Albania tonight. Yeah, I'm expecting about a 7-0 for Italy versus Albania. They're the team I drew in the... they're the team I drew in the office sweepstakes. So the lobby is, if you want to go in and spectate this, Blaney, the lobby is called Le Mans 24-Hour Widdowmaker. It's, I think it's only got 3 or 4 slots. So if you want to go in and have a look from inside and do the spectatory thing, you're more than welcome. I'll see you join. I know you can't join the race, so this is cool. Spain just beat Croatia 3-0. Well, there's a start. I had Croatia down for a really good event. Yeah, they got battered. Okay, I had Croatia thinking Croatia were going to do really quite well. They've got a good team. They always have had. They beat England a couple of years ago, and I thought they would give it a shout. You'll find it if you're on my friends list, Blaney. If you're not on my friends list, you won't see it. But you can join my friends list at Widdowmaker 10144 in PSN. I just need to double check that I haven't got any friend requests sitting there. Oh, I probably have. No, I haven't. So if you're not a friend on my friends list, you'll need to see it. Nick's right, it is tomorrow England are playing. Well spotted, well shouted. That was my confusion. So looking forward to Mr. Sphinx as the night starts to draw in. The lights are all on trackside. Mr. Sphinx has got his headlights on and his permanent reds on the rear. Chat lobby's gone quiet, so I'll leave those guys to it. Four seconds back to Sam. Sam should have a clear visual now on the back of Mr. Sphinx. But he's also got a penalty. So that's just making his job that little bit harder. Look how fast he goes around that corner. So if we're thinking about where we are in terms of pit stops, if Mr. Sphinx was to pit anytime soon, and I'm not trying to give him an advantage by telling him what the gap is back, it's 2 minutes 48 back to Team 420. He should come out somewhere around the 420 guys if he was to make the pit anytime around now. Same with Sam, because Sam is probably somewhere around, probably got 4 or 5 laps to go to his pit stop if I'm right, based on my mental maths. 25-26 laps a stint. He did 4 or 5 laps before he had to pit due to the wheel cut-in, so I'd expect him to pit in around about lap 80, lap 81, all guesses. So we've had a shout from Imay201983. Thank you for all you're doing to help grant wishes and supporting excellent work of Big Papa. I'm a Wish alumni and had my wish granted of Make-A-Wish Michigan in 2002. Way to go, Big Papa. Ellie says hi. Well, no, I'm not going to kick any of that. Thank you very much for joining the stream. It's supporting Big Papa, which is what we're trying to do. I'm posting videos of what Make-A-Wish Michigan and the Make-A-Wish the Greater Company do as we make every one of these little raffle draws, and they have touched me so much. I get a little bit emotional when I watch those videos, and it's for people like you who have benefited is why we're doing this, and I just think it's invaluable. I know Big Papa does this every year in different ways, and I just thought it was an opportunity for me to give back to him and contribute to something he's doing. So we do this for you, and I'm just glad we've been able to help, or we're going to be able to help people in the future. I know what we're going to raise is so small in terms of what's needed, but if we can inspire other people to do this and take part of this, then I'm really happy for it. And I do thank you for dropping in and sharing your story. Thank you very much. And I know Big Papa's listening and watching, even though he's driving. So you're welcome, I think is the thing I'd like to say. Yeah, massive. So yeah, JB as well, who's part of the team here. Massive respect from him as well. So yeah, we all support you in what you say, Ellie. So thank you very much. Thank you. It's the more I do this and the more I'm into it, the more I like doing it. And it's not my first fundraising event. So Blaney's given us a question mark. Have you sent me a friend request? Widdowmaker 10144 will get you a friend request. If you use the PSN app, the PlayStation Network app, you'll see the lobby only if you're in my friends list, because I've hidden it from the wider world just to make sure that only the people that are associated with me through a friends list get there. So it's a little bit of security, let's say. So if you're on my friends list on PSN, you can join the lobby. So my friends, my login name is Widdowmaker 10144, as JB's type there. If you go on and make a friend's request, there's Gamer Pro Robert 12 wants to be your friend. Friend request received, click accept. If that was you, you now go into the lobbies and you will be able to join. Absolutely, Az, thank you very much. There are no losers in here, you're all winners. Here you guys are the best. No, you're one of those guys, Az. You've supported the process as well, and I 100% agree with what you say. Next year, my friend, if we're doing this, I want you here. Even if we have to come down there and drag you to it, I want you to be part of it, buddy. I know it'll be a massive journey, I know it'll be a massive way, but genuinely you're part of this crew, and I want you to be part of it. And yeah, we're going to kidnap you, mate. We'll come down there with a van, hood over you, and we'll bring you down. You don't need the car pro gamer, Robert or Blaney Best. You can just join the lobby. You don't need the cars to join the lobby to spectate. At least I don't believe you do. I joined on my PlayStation 4. I've joined with an Audi TT. So you can get into view. You can't join and race, but you can get into view from the gamer position. So, but also by joining my friends list, you've also gained access to my leaderboards. You've also gained on your leaderboards every one of my time. So, whilst I'm not ultimately fast, I'm fairly quick. And if you go onto my YouTube channel, you'll find 1,200 videos on there that will show you how to play Gran Turismo and how to get gold with basic equipment, with using with an approach that teaches you how to get gold. And the game is not impossible. You do it with basic mods, no real tune-up, and it will take you through all the license tests, all the missions, all the circuit experiences. Every single test has got a video on my channel. So if you're struggling with the game, Widdowmaker Who on YouTube will show you how to play the game. So, as the battle yes, so when do you want me to draw that one, JB? Ooh! We've had a little incident. How much damage? So it's getting really hot here. It's getting really hot. There's been a little bit of a spill. The gap was 1.2 seconds, and we've talked about this. We've talked about getting close to the car in front and suffering from the washout, and I think that might have exactly what happened to Sam just there. He picked up a penalty as well. Oh, we'll just focus on Mr. Sphinx. We'll let Sam get back into tune. He's going to be carrying damage. I'm not going to show you what that is, like I don't show anybody else what's going on. I can see it with my screens if I look. Oh, it's looking ugly. And he was on for a long run, but we'll leave him to settle into that. What I think I want Sam to do at this point is just focus in. It's a long night. If he wants to just get into the pits, swap over, get his head re-squared on, get something to eat, get a drink. Cool. Okay. Because not forgetting, Sphinx isn't going to be far away from a pit stop either. So yeah, and I think you'll also be in front of 420 just. Oh, Matthew's hit the wall, so he's in the pits. So 2 minutes 52 back to 420. If we can try and just consolidate that position, so that's what we're going to do. Right, just got some messages. So I'm trying to find the ways to get money, but none of them are for people who haven't gotten very far on menu books and aren't that great. Well, I can tell you, Blaney, I've got the answer. So if you have the access to the first of the grind races, which I believe is Tokyo, if you go on my YouTube channel and type in Tokyo, you will find 30 videos of that race, roughly 30, and they contain the cars within that race. Every one of those cars in that race gives you the opportunity to win that race. You don't have to do anything smart. You could probably get a car for less than, let's say, 300,000 credits, which I know seems great, but if you're not progressed that far through the menu books and you're looking to earn money, you're going to have to do what they call grinding. But if you can afford any one of those cars in that race, so the Armenia, the Alpha 4C, just get the setup from the video and race that race. You'll see you can win that. Sam's just having a stretch. So Nick, yeah, just I'm getting distracted by things happening around us. So So you can see Sam's up and he's having a stretch. JB's just come in to try and find out where the handbrake button is. And things are happening, things are going. So Sphinx is now just going to break away into the lead. He's going to get a little bit of a gain. Sam's just having a move about, doing
He went not because he's probably leave that.
Lower downforce.
So Sam's just having a think. He's where is he on fuel? He's at 66%. So Sam's going to do another stint here. So in terms of Blaney, in terms of how you my channel is built up around a single format. It's a car, a setup, the race. 100% of the times, 100%. Simon Lofthouse, yes, this is the full 24 hours. We are going for 24 hours. I'm just going to click to Mr. Sphinx. So if there's a video there of a particular car, and every video has got the car on the front page, that car wins the race with the setup in there. So watch the video, pick up the setup. Just be careful. If you're in the US or other parts of the world, the language used in the game is slightly different. So when you look at the gearboxes or some of the add-on parts, they're different in the American version to the UK version. So you just have to go a little bit creative with the PP settings. So sometimes it'll lead you to the wrong gearbox, and you'll know it's the wrong gearbox because you're over the PP. But if you then watch the race, which is going to be 24-25 minutes, it's worth your time, because the strategy isn't always sometimes to just go and drive to the front. So sometimes you need to change the fuel map to like 3 or 4 to go the extra lap to skip a fuel stop, and you'll still be faster. So a 2-stop race can sometimes be slower than a 1-stop, and sometimes you can do no stop on fuel map 6. So every video is individual, but every video is a winner. Some of them are a bit streaky, I must admit, but they do help people, and it's a different way to play the game. And I just need to give a shout out to everybody that's subscribed today. 3,349 subscribers. I've got 1,200 videos. I'm supported by GTOmega. GTOmega, and it's probably worth now just giving them a little bit of a slot. So I am sponsored by GTOmega. GTOmega are a manufacturer and retailer of premier sim racing equipment. So just as we do that, I'm just going to fire into an advert and give these guys a break. And I am probably one of GTOmega's smallest YouTubers. I am, whilst I say smallest, I'm a big old grey-haired fat old chap. But in terms of size and presence, I have thousands of viewers, but I really do like supporting the number. So if anybody does use my channel and they do click that subscribe button, it would help me tremendously, and thank you very much. Well, he's racing, thank you very much. Can I just ask what the tyre and fuel is on? And you're all doing amazing. So what we've got the race set up today is tyres ×1, fuel ×1, fuel fill ×1. And in these cars, your fuel is going to last an entire stint. Of course it is. Your tyres using the racing softs are going to go all the way. We're going to as realistic settles as possible. So Blaney Best. Well, mate, this has inspired me to start the 24 Hours of Daytona starting now. If anybody in chat wants to join, they can. So, absolutely, guys, it's tremendous. I've got a group of guys here from all across the UK in my house. They are diving in, they're sticking at it. We've got 2 teams in the Netherlands. We've got 2 teams in the USA. We've got 4 or 5 teams across the UK taking part. I genuinely think if it works for me and it works for anybody else, the next event will be Daytona, and I'm not entirely sure where that is, but it would have to be next year, whichever way. I think it's early in the year, isn't it? It's early in the season. But I'd love to do that, and again, we'd do it in support of something. And Welly Racing, you're all doing amazing. Well, thank you very much. The guys will hear that, and they'll certainly thank you for the support. What screen are we going to put on next? I'm going to put race cam. So we just focused on Mr. Sphinx. He is banging some laps in. He's now on to lap 81. Darkness is on its way. Look, as we go around the circuit, we're going to start to see things like the Ferris wheel lit up, the stands will all light up, the headlights will be shining on down the straights. They'll definitely be on, and we'll have the difficulty now of when it gets dark that we'll not be able to see some of the tail lights on these cars, and we'll come absolutely roaring up to them. So from Lefty's mom, just a hello and thanks to all our drivers from the Make-A-Wish team. You're all amazing. Thank you very, very much, Lefty's mom. We appreciate your kind words. Thank you. Everybody will get to see it and hear it, so thank you. And Lefty's mom was the first time chat. I'm glad you know we're here, and thank you very much. Thank you very much. So Wheelings for Wishes are in the pits. Let's have a scoot down to the guys at the back. We haven't really seen a lot from them. Let's just start with Team Unbeatable Dutch. They are absolutely hooning down to, looks like, the first of the chicanes on Mulsanne. He's just picking up the blue flags. Who's that going to be? That's JB Design, just catching. Wheeling for Wishes are in the pits. They're making the design. Who's actually up for the picture? Who's driving next?
Big Blanket's driving next.
Say that again.
Blanket's driving next.
Thank you very much, Pig Blanket. So team leader is driving next. Let's just pick up his bio and let's see what we can tell you about Pig Blanket as we wait for the car in the pits. We'll probably just have a quick flick down to the next Dutch team, just as Wheeling for Wishes puts the fuel in. As I'm scrolling through my notes, I notice I've just found Sphinx's bio, so I'm going to pull that to the front. It looks like my notes have got out of order with all the best preparation and planning. Wheeling for Wishes, here we go. The Grun, Knife Trick, Pig. So let's flick back to them as they're about to come out the pits. Just as I look up to the full race that's going on in France right now, they've got immense sunshine in the evening. They're just a little bit behind us, but it looks, excuse me, it looks dry and sunny there, just as Wheeling for Wishes goes out the track. So as we said, Pig Blanket, he's the captain of the team. He lives in Atlanta, Georgia, USA. He's a VDC pre-com manager. I have no idea what that is. That sounds like an interesting job. Hobbies of video games, building guns and collecting flashlights. Again, so American. That's tremendous. Available on interview for the stream. Yes. So if he is there and he wants to have a chat, we can have a chat. He's driven in the game 26,645 kilometers. Favourite cars in the game, Porsche 917 Living Legend, the Ford Sierra RS Cosworth 87, the Ferrari F430 06 and the BMW Evo Sport Evo 89. Some of those cars, like the BMW Evo, the M3 and the Ford Sierra Cosworth, my generation as well when I was growing up. But we're not too dissimilar on age. Favourite tracks, Nürburgring and Mount Panorama. You couldn't ask for two more technical circuits to be. And his favourite grind race is Spa. So big shout out for Pig. Thank you very much for getting in touch and bringing your team to the race. Really is appreciated. I know it's been a difficult time for you to get to all the practices, and I know it's been a stretch for you all to get there, but thank you very much. Thanks for being involved, and thanks for doing what you're doing for this process. It really is appreciated. It's tremendous. I'm going to have to go and get something to eat, knowing that Sam's now into his second stint. We've just gained some more buckage. People have donated. I'm going to have to find out who that is. We've just gone up by $50. I'm going to have to refresh my page. So, Sphinx has entered the pits. So let's have a quick scroll through and see. Team Widdowmaker goes to the lead. So I missed that whilst I was chatting away and introducing Pig Blanket, but that's not a problem. So Sphinx has just filled up as Team Widdowmaker enter Mulsanne. So we've just leapfrogged into first place. Gives Sphinx a couple of laps advantage. And then Team 420, 2 minutes 52 back, but so Team Widdowmaker has that 19-second lead, which, as it is, we're only what? I'm trying to look for the clock to work out where we are. 4 hours 43 in. We're about to end the 5th hour. It's probably time for another draw. So in the next 15 minutes, folks, I'm going to line up for another draw. We're going to have another prize going. So let's see what we've got. Can we do another limited edition one? This is a one-of-a-kind, never to be made again, Widdowmaker baseball cap with the Widdowmaker logo, donated by one of our guest racers, JB Design. It contains the logo that he designed, so that's up next. My kind of hat as well, but I can't find a retailer that's going to make them, and that's why it's a one-of-a-kind hat, is because I haven't found somebody to make them. So Blaney's just advertising down there. He started the practice. He's going to go for the 24 hours of Daytona in GR4. That's interesting. So if anybody wants to join him and go and do a bit of racing, go on, join him. It's what it's all about. Part of my channel, part of this process is to inspire people, not only to raise money, not to be part of an event like this, but go and play the game and play it for the right reasons. Play it to enjoy it. So Mr. Sphinx out the pits and he's on his way. Let's just, while we look at him, let's give Mr. Sphinx a rundown, because he's ran at the front of the race for a long time. So Crit Kicker 1 is the team, and I love that name. That's fantastic. He wants to be called Sphinx. He's actually 63 years of age, so he's much older than me. He's from Lymington in Hampshire, and I just need to let him know I was born in Hampshire. I am from that part of the world. His occupation, he's a marine cover maker. So my understanding of that is he's a sail maker or that kind of thing. His hobbies are Gran Turismo genealogy and genetic genealogy. He's a clever man. Available for interview? No, he doesn't want to talk to me. Miles driven on stream, on GT7, 95,888 kilometers. His favourite GT7 car is the Mini Cooper S, the real one, not the BMW. Favourite track or tracks? Suzuka, and the Green Hell. I enjoy one of those tracks that he's mentioned. Favourite money grind race? The Le Mans WCC 700 with the Mazda 787B. So additional information that he supplied is a staff member at GT Planet. So if you do go on the internet and you're looking for information regarding racing games, GT Planet, which JB from GTP Addictions is also a member at GT Planet, and by staff member he's one of the guys you could meet on the forum. He's like an admin kind of thing. He's an ex-race admin for GT Planet's weekly race series, with the longest running GT race event time trial on the internet, founded in February 2003, which ended in June 2023. So he was part of that process for 20 years. This guy is by no means a novice at these race games. He's also GT Academy UK finalist from 2008. So if you've been to the movie, the GT7 movie, he was one of those guys in the finals in 2008 that was pushing to be part of that race team, and that's why he does what he's doing, and that's why he's as fast as he is. He is a good guy to be around, is Mr. Sphinx, and he works all night and all day, and he still finds time to come and race with us. And he used to race with us really regularly, and because of work, etc., he's not really had the full amount of time. So we do wish he can come back and spend more time racing with us. He is one of the good guys at racing. So we've just got another donation there from, we'll write these down and then we'll do another draw. So we're at 1894. So just a shout out for Yuki, Denise, Megan, Lindy, Milan and Nolan. Thank you very, very much. You're very generous. Thank you for donating. It is really appreciated. Just trying to find out who next gets some tickets. Lots of anonymous is coming through, and whilst they're anonymous, they're not getting... Oh, there's another one. Whilst you're anonymous, you're acknowledging you aren't going forward for some prizes, so I understand that, and thank you very, very much. Lots of JB. Just looking down the list. Oh, Olive, you're a superhuman. Thank you very, very much. I'm good, mate. I'm good. I just need to acknowledge that value's gone up. The Blairs. Now I know who the Blairs are, I believe. But I just need to say thank you very, very much, and a big shout out from the team here to Blaze. That is a stunning donation, and I thank you very, very much. I know exactly what is where you are and who you are, and I know you care a lot, and I've heard your story and what's going on, so my thoughts are with you. Unfortunately, Blaney says no one's joined the 24 hours of Dota. Probably got the 24 hours. Yeah, you're probably trying this at a time when the football's on. And thank you, Olive. Thank you. I know you're happy to do that. That's great. And for Big Popper. So yeah, no problem at all. So I've got the latest extra. So I'm just going to pop off stream for a minute. I might give you Sam's view, and if Sam wants to talk, he can talk, or I'll leave it on Mr. Sphinx. Do Sam. want to. Just want to. I'll put it back to you. I'll put it back to Sam if I can find my transition. It's over to Sam, and his mic is active.
So this is like an awkward part. Well, it's awkward to work out exactly where the standings are at the race now, because even though we have a 25-second lead, Sphinx has got more fuel, so about 20% more fuel. He's been doing a lot better job of conserving fuel whilst driving around this track. So I think eventually he could do one or two less pit stops than what we're doing. So I'm just trying to drive a bit more economical. I'm short shifting and using a higher gear and just seeing how much pace that actually loses me. Because I think we need to do longer, or I need to do longer stints. Otherwise we're going to have to try to make about 3 minutes in time. And also it's getting pretty hard to find the limit of the grip of these cars because the track is getting colder with the temperature dropping now that the sun has gone away. I don't know if that was a penalty or not. It's the other thing, harder to see your lines when it's dropping dark. Much better slipstream here though, which should make it a better time. I'm in the early 20s with short shifting. I think I should hopefully level things out. Sphinx is not only fast, but I think he's optimised his strategy very well. Thought about it. I've made a couple of mistakes, so I'm trying to make up for them. Damaged twice, once with the wheel bailing. Another time was me. Nick. Nearly £2,000 the toll. Saving. Not bad. Broke a little bit too much there, but it's really hard that corner now. It's hard to get your references of when to turn and lift off. Gap's just jumped up a little bit with Sphinx. Whether he's had an incident. He's had no incidences up to now, no damage. Anything, he's been very consistent, so he's done well. Too deep, we need to stop carrying so much speed. Already 1-0 up against Italy, that's an upset, isn't it? No rain, and no signs of rain anywhere. I would like to think we would get some just to make it a bit more interesting. And actually also from like late into that corner, just about every time. Personal perspective, I'd like some rain because I'm normally quite good in it, which would help to find a bit more time. Tired though now. Long way to go, should be saying that. 19 hours still showing. That's the other thing to consider for Sphinx as well, actually, is doing this solo. He must be, you know, he's 5 hours deep now into his stint. Really strange this now because we've got a lot more straight line speed with the colder temperatures. The engine seems to perform better, but the grip is just fading, so it's very hard to work out your braking points when the track's changing like it is. Conditions are changing now, Jim. Getting colder, more straight line speed, less grip, so late braking, too late braking. Yeah.
So say goodbye to folks, to Sam, folks. Albania 1-0 up already. Oh, come on, no. So I'm just going to change that over to the race view again. We have the book, the big book that has all the raffle tickets in. As you can see, we've done a fair chunk of them already. Probably can't see that, but we've got a whole book left. We have the whole thingy of tickets here. How can Albania be up? This only took 26 seconds. Oh man. Right, I've got to do this thing. We're on to video number 3. And I do this because I know we want to. And this, folks, is because we do what we do. So before we do the draw, I'm always going to play a video. And whilst the racers are going to race out there, I'm just going to play this. And this is why we're doing what we're doing. See you in a And there it is, folks. Just more reasons why we're doing what we're doing. You can see the kids there, whether they wanted to be a fireman, a fighter pilot, an actor, want to be a beauty queen, want to be a princess. You've got people there who are also fundraisers. They're doing marathons, cyclothons, coast to coasts, norths to souths. They're playing football, they're playing rugby, they're playing American football. They're doing whatever they can to support these kids and give them that opportunity to enjoy a day where, you know, things aren't so bad for once and they can see something do. So they touch me every time I watch these videos, and for that we're going to draw out the next one. So JB's just shouted out in the chat, and I think I need to echo his sentiments. Some emotionally moving videos as a racer in this. I'd like to thank you all for your donations and support. Together we can make a difference. Total respect, JB. And that's where it is. So let me just set my next screen up for what we're doing. The spectator view in-car race cam. So we'll come back to the race shortly. I'm just going to do this draw. I want you to all see it happen. This is for the Widdowmaker limited edition one of a time baseball cap. There's all the tickets. It's another low number. Ticket number 52. These are all totally random. So if you were in from the start of the day, you've got a good chance of getting a ticket. Oh, 52. 52 actually is going to the guy that this is for. Big Popper's put in some donations, and he is actually ticket number 52. So you're getting, Big Popper, the Widdowmaker limited edition one-of-a-kind baseball cap. That's this one here. This is yours, and I want to see a video with you wearing it, and I'd like to see you at a Make-A-Wish Michigan event wearing the hat. Thank you, Big Popper. You're an amazing inspiration to many, and I'm so glad you're in this event doing what you're doing. So thank you very much. Hey, I got to post that to you. That's going to cost a fortune. Superb. I'm going to hand back over to Sam. For Sam to do a little bit of commentary if he wants to. If not, it doesn't happen, but it'll give you something to look at other than me. But Sam just needs to concentrate and focus. So if he doesn't talk, that's up to him. So I'm back in the seat. Sam's going to focus on driving. He's to make sure he can get it down. It's dark out there, and as you can see, night time's drawn in. I want to check that we've got a healthy stream. So Wilkie's just said, oh, 1-1, good stuff. Thank you very much. Received the black livery Toyota GR010 Friday. We're just regging for the Toyota Gazoo Cup. All I register for is to do the time trials. Yeah, I haven't done that. I probably need to, but I've got the car, but it's just a different livery, isn't it? That's what you're getting. It's worth doing. It's worth doing. 1-1, thankfully. Thankful for that. %33% of our total, which is tremendous. Right, let's have a... Ah, it's gone up again. Gone up again. I'll just click refresh and write that down. So let's just... We're focusing on Sphinx there. He's 51 seconds back. So there's Sam. It's night time. It's a bit difficult to see the cars in the night, but let's just write down who this is. It'll probably be an hour or so until we do the next draw, depending on what happens. I know Sam will have to pit at the next opportunity when it'll be my turn to take over, and I'm going to double stint like Sam has. (2-1 to Italy. Okay, a nervy start from Italy. I can't see who's made that extra donation. It might just be an anonymous, and if it is, it doesn't matter. They're all welcome. They're all part of the process. Thank you very, very much to everybody who's donating or donated or even thinking about donating. It is super generous. So down to Sphinxy. I can't see a new donator, so that's obviously an anonymous. Just looking down the list. Some of these values of donations, thank you very, very much. Yep, there was an anonymous there, so we'll just skip on. I'm just going to move seats. No, I'm not. I can't change seats. I'm going to do it from here. So, let's have a rundown of where we are then. So, Team Widdowmaker back to the front. 52 seconds clear. Sam is just running laps. The penalties are by the by. He's explained to me that the conditions are changing. You're faster down the front straight. You're faster down here. But then cornering's that bit trickier. The 1.5 second penalty. Sam goes fast enough. Look at the right hand side. 322, 321, 321. He's had a 326, a 323, a 321. So variation in timing, which comes with a change in temperature. It's night time. It looks like it's clouding over. Sphinxy is 53 seconds back, but he's definitely on a different strategy. 17 seconds behind him are our team 420. They're in third place. They're a minute and 11 seconds back from the leaders. Big Popper, 6 minutes 53 down. I just missed what's that? Getting different. Yeah. As Sam's just explaining, it's tremendously dark. Your normal references that you use for braking, because if you look, and I think the best way to show you is if we go to Sam's view. I think that's a good way to start this conversation, and I'll just make sure I've got my mic. So if we're at Sam's view here, you can see it's just a round ring of headlights in his view. Look. So if you use a peripheral braking mark that's to the left or right, say it's above the Make-A-Wish sign or above the tyre wear indicators, you can't see anything. It's out of your rev range. So you can see that absolutely stunning nighttime out there. Look at it. Look at that setting sun. It's beautiful skies. But as a racer, you're not looking at there. You're looking at the track. You're looking for the references. You're looking to remember what you knew last time round, and it's changing every light. This is one of those things that you're gonna see, you know, as a racer. It's part of that experience of doing this event, and it's tremendously difficult. And it's going to be my turn. I'm gonna jump into that seat in a moment. Probably in the best part of, it's 12 laps time. It's going to be my turn to take over, and then Sam's going to have a bit of a chill, a bit of a break. He's going to give me what he did last time, which is probably in the region of a minute's head start, and it's for me to keep that lead until he gets back. So it might be a double stint for me, it might be a full 3 hour. But with that, I'm going to have to go away and make a drink and take a break, have a moment. But we'll try and do our best as Sam just sets another purple in the first sector. Been a while since we've seen a purple, isn't it? 3:19.747 was the fastest lap. But here we go. This is going to be the darkest part of the circuit. My usual point is a photographer braking on the left hand side, but he's not going to be in my visuals. We're going to have to use the white signs that come up on the right hand side there. So I'm going to use the brake by. You can see the arrows. Those arrows are critically what's going to tell you the corners there. And now we've shown you the difficulty. Let's switch back, and we'll go and focus on where we were. So Big Pop has picked up a penalty. That's quite a number, but he's running. He's gained a place, I think, over time. He's settled into a position ahead of Fat Man, who's 1 minute 30 back. Let's take a look. And if I was to say we're 5:18 into a race, we're probably now an hour and 20 minutes beyond where anybody else has been before in a solo seat. So these guys are in uncharted territories. Sphinx, Big Popper, Fat Man. If they've never done anything like this before, this will be wholly new to them. Wholly new, he says. Wholly new. So it's all about just getting into a rhythm, getting into a groove. And at some point fairly soon, Alex is going to take over from Fat Man and run some laps. And in another 4 laps. Excellent. So, yeah, so we've timed that pretty right. Fat Man will go for a stretch, go to the loo, etc., etc. Make a brew, have something to eat, feed the dogs, etc., etc. All those little jobs. On to... Oh, I bet they do. You love them to bits. So we're on to JB or JBC. I think it is actually JB driving now. He's going to say yes, it is. He's wiggling down the straight. The flames out the back of that car. I've never seen that before. Come on, JB, give us a look. I'm going to change view. See if we can see those flames as he breaks into the corner. Let's have a look. See the 2 exhausts? See the 2 exhausts below the rear wing? There we go, look at that. Absolutely tremendous. That's like the McLaren. The McLaren GR3 has very similar. It's, as he's off the gas, lots of backflips, like my Mini. Not. My Mini only has 1 output. There we go. There's JB Design. 16 minutes 34 down. So they're on lap 88. First of the GR3s running. The Indestructible Dutch. They're almost an hour behind the leaders, but let's not hold them against it. It's a different class of racing. It's a slower car. They're in a race of their own, so they're leading the GT3 class. Second in the GT3 class, just 1 minute 49 behind, is Wheeling for Wishes in the Porsche 911 RSR. I keep saying 16, but I think it's 17. Slippery Bandit says poor Sam's back is struggling. Just a few more laps and a nice break due. I'm not sure it's his back. I think it's the it's the dirty air that's the problem. It's difficult in a rig that you're not used to. It's got to be. We've got a hybrid setup. It's sort of somewhere where we want it to be. I can drive it. It seems cool for me, but I'm not as quick as Sam. So moving on to the team that's third place in the GR3 class is I still want to call them Smoking Cookies, but it's not Smoking Cookies, is it? It's it's Smoky Pancake. The Fat Man goes to the pits on 14% fuel. I think he's in need. So just as we give some time here to the third place car in the GR3 class, we can we're just about ticking down to 18 hours 37 minutes remaining. What an absolute hardcore process this is. Yeah, hopefully Sam will get a chance to sit back in the chair, throw his feet up, just have a rest, maybe close his eyes, think about what the future holds, whilst I'm going to rattle around and do some laps. So there's penalties. Run off those penalties by Sam. 59 seconds in the lead. He's got the little number one position on his numbers on the side of the car, which I didn't know about. I didn't know that was there. I thought that was class 1. It's still daylight in France. They still have daylight running late into the night. But all the lights are on now as I'm watching it. They're coming through into Indianapolis, and there's a whole entourage of them, and it's a real good in-car view. The one I'm watching, real good in-car view. I didn't know there was actually a house there on that corner. That's tremendous. Wow. Generally do flash the lights at each other all night. We do have coffee. Oh, I've run out. Swine. Yes, we do have 3 coffee machines plugging away downstairs. Definitely there to keep us awake. Definitely. Just as these cars go through the Porsche corners, you can't see it. I wish I was able to put a little cutaway in the top right hand corner of the screen that you could watch as well, and see where those real-time cars are going. But did you say you've got Monsters? Sam's got some Monsters to drink later. I unfortunately can't drink that kind of thing. I say unfortunately. I mean, yeah, I can't drink them because of the caffeine content, but cost us. So football latest update from Nick Fox is Italy 2, Albania 1. I think that was the last score I saw. I don't think it's moved. Thank you, Nick. I need Italy to score about 6 goals. But with Croatia in that group as well, I think with Croatia lost, Spain in that group, that's a bit of a... Italy need to win these games and they need to beat Croatia as well. The devil's fuel, yes. Yeah, I can't take them because of my kidneys. My kidneys can't handle the processing, and then with the caffeine that's in them, my blood system can't take it. My heart can't take it. So one of those. We just have to put it down to experience. There's some interesting water-based drinks, some modern water drinks I've seen that I really want to try, but I don't know if I could risk them. They're like pure water. think they're actually called Devil's Water, I think. Any good? I thought they were water. So I definitely want to give those Devil's Waters a go, see what they're like, see if they are as hydrating. At the minute, I think the best thing I've found is a German alcohol-free beer to hydrate with. I know it sounds weird, it's a beer, but it's got no alcohol in it, but it's got loads of minerals and stuff in it from the brewing process, which is supposed to be helpful, so we'll have to see. We'll have to see. So where are we? Where are we with the process? We're still focused on Sam, who's leading 1 minute in the lead. But we can see the battle for second place is closing in. Team 420. Triple Back is chasing down Mr. Sphinx, just 10.5 seconds behind. So that's a real interesting fight. Sam has really done well to give me the opportunity to lead at the front and try and do something different. There's another donation gone in. Thank you very much, whoever that was. I can see who's somebody's made another donation. I saw that one. Thank you, BB. It relies lap after lap penalties. Ignoring track limits. I don't think he's ignoring them. I just think he's just misjudging. Yeah. Just looking down the list of donations to see if there's any changes. I can't see any, so I've picked up one. We're on the way, just $96 short of 2,000, which is tremendous. BB, oh, I didn't know. I've just had so much fun with Mrs. Widdowmaker about that. Yuki and Denise is your sister. I've just made my wife write the whole thing on the back of one of the little tickets. It's just made her laugh because she's trying to be efficient about all the writing. She's got so many tickets to write out that I made her write the full name. It's funny. Okay, so it's going to be about 3 hours now before I get to do another one. I say 3 hours, I'm going to do a double stint, and if it's going to be that long, we'll just leave. So Team 420 are in the pits. They're just taking fuel. It looks like a driver swap if they're filling up. It seems a bit out of schedule. I'm not criticising. I'm just saying it. It seems like they're in for. We're sort of heading for a pit stop around about a lap 103. So we'll be on our way to 100 laps very soon. As we look at Big Popper, he's trundling down the straight. He's on his way through under the Rolex banners. Looks like he's going past Golf, heading down towards Indianapolis. Batman looks like he's coming down the same sort of place. Yes, it looks that way. JB is up through the Porsche curves, coming down past the pit lane entry. We're going to flick back up to the 420 guys as they come out the pits. Just finalising on the fuel, and out they come, and away they come. Are they getting the blue flags? Where are they getting the blue flags from? They're getting the blue flags from Team Widdowmaker. So They look like they've had a little bit of an incident then, and they're just recovering from that, but there's all night to go. You can't write anybody off at this point. I've got to experience the same thing in 6 or 7 laps when I get out there. So Slippery says, I try not to have too much caffeine. I drink just 2 bottles of Evian a day, 1 coffee with breakfast. the finest water, Evian. Doesn't that contain some, I'd say precious metals, I think is the right way to put it, that water. Yeah, and just to echo Slippery's statement, BB, my dude, great racing so far. I think BB has the highest mile count than anybody else in the game, so I think he's probably one of our most experienced racers, and being down there winning... Oh, did I just come off a bit of a battle? Yeah, the sparks down there, down the straight, look. We've got 420 just trying to keep a nose ahead, but Sam's going to scream past. That's the benefit of the downforce into the corner. He's going to come through. He's got the penalty to carry, so the opportunity might be back there for 420. If they're doing it right, I'd say it's Seb driving now. There's the headlights down the straight. That's a tremendous thing to see. Look. Let's have a look down at BB and the... Oh, we've had a change. We've had a change. Wheeling for Wishes goes ahead of Team BB. That's got to be just down to pit sequence, I would thought. Oh, Wheeling for Wishes making moves. Big Blanket is in control and he's driving hard. So great movement down the back end of the group, but the lead part of the GR3 class. Tremendous that it's still happening. So Team BB with a penalty to scrub off. Back up to the front. Team Widdowmaker scrubbing a penalty, which just gives the advantage back to the 420 guys as they're going through. Now, the difficulty with here is, technically, they're getting blue flags. If they're going fast enough and not impeding the race leader, they should be racing on. The washout though, the difficulty for Sam here is driving in that air. It makes it so tricky. Let's hope, and here's the situation from somebody who's commentating, not driving at this moment in time. What I think the situation is, if Sam keeps it together going through these corners without any penalties, he should be able to pick up the draft into Mulsanne and then hurtle away down Mulsanne. He should get the... Going through Tetra Rouge, he should be able to pick up the draft into Mulsanne and then catapult his way down into Forza Motorsport chicane and capitalise on that through there. Yeah. Here we go. This is where that point picks up. So if Sam's got the acceleration, if he's got the draft, which it looks like he is, he's close enough. He should be able to pick up that run, catapult through, and he should be able to then focus on... It's just whether he's gaining like a train. Look at that. Absolute scything through. No penalties. No penalties to give it back. Now is the advantage with 420 now as he gets that lap on. I don't think they're going to be able to capitalise on that. I think they're just not going to catch up in time just before the corner, so they're going to suffer the washout that Sam suffered, and then they've got the overtake to make on the GR3 car that's in front of them. Batman shouts out, much appreciation to everyone who's donating and taking part. Absolutely. Thank you, Tom. Hope all is going well there. Yes, it is. Hello, sir. And thank you very, very much. It's appreciated. I've seen your donations. Thank you very, very much, Tom. I appreciate everything you've done for the channel and everything you're doing for today. Thank you very much, sir. It's really appreciated. So they're right with... So 420, ever the competitive contest. They generally don't want to give up that lapping so easy. He's going to try and make the pass. No, he's not. He's going to give it up. He's gone back to the outside. All Sam's got to do is try and focus on not getting any penalties, not giving them the opportunity to take back that lead and keep pushing. We are going to pit in due course, 6 laps time, and that'll give them 2 minutes 40 seconds back. So it is crucial that they are trying to stay with us, because it'll drop them back into Sphinx's sort of position in terms of where they are. So it'll mean that Widdowmaker drop back to sort of behind Sphinx at 1 minute and 6 with the pit stops. Then the pit stops are out of sequence, and Sam's just made the breakaway there. He's just managed to carry the speed through there, make the gap. That'll stop the slipstream. So 4 or 5 laps time is all he needs to focus on. That's what he's got until his pit stop. And we're just going to move that back to Sphinx. He's running down with traffic as well. He's got lap cars to deal with. He's tremendously quick. He's going long. But there's no but-ers. It's tremendous. I'm blown away. Yeah, and whilst I appreciate I've just rolled away from Sam being incredibly quick, Glippery said Sam is so fast. It is. It's his entry into the Porsche curves that makes all the difference. Tom says I'll have the stream going, but I'm grabbing himself back to Le Mans. Got very close to gold last night. I'm not giving up. You do it, Tom. You do it. My stream is there from last night if you just want to look how I got a 34 dead. It really is about getting that car, changing gear just as it gets to the end of the rev range. That'll give you that little bit more. You go for it, Tom. We'll see you when you get back. Good luck, and I hope you get that gold. Go for it, sir. Thank you for dropping by. So Sam is now currently just running away down Mulsanne. No headlights behind him that I can see, not that are affecting the view. Wheeling for Wishes has gone to the pits, which is going to allow Team BB to come back. They're just 44 seconds back. We can see them now. So they're almost an hour behind the leaders, which Widdowmaker team. But as Wheeling for Wishes has gone in with 17% of fuel. That's Pig Blanket just in. Team BB coming through. They might as well fill up and change tyres and make a do of it. Looks like we've got a race on in the GR3 class, which is fantastic to see. Team BB coming through. The unbeatable Dutch, one would say. Should say, not Team BB. I just need to double check some things on the socials. The Tom's only 1/4 of a second away from gold, despite being a second behind his best at some of the splits. So it's very much there. Yeah, all you need to do is get that optimal down and then try and match it. That's all you've got to do. You can't. There isn't any more light control. What you've got is what you've got, and it's one of the disadvantages or advantages of the cars, I think. Big Dobby, Big Steve Dobby, just a shout out to you, my friend. I know you're out on the beers tonight. I know that's your Friday, your Saturday night out. I know you enjoy that kind of thing. I've just seen your photo. Tremendous. We're just going through the socials to pick up anything from there. See what else is going on. See if people are following from there and leaving messages that I want to shout out. Thank you to everybody that has commented and mentioned on the socials and shared. Much appreciated. Just going through Facebook. I just need to click on there and see who the notifications were. Big shout out to K Willow, Mr. Willow. Willow is his nickname. He's out racing today in his little Renault, racing in Time Attack at Croft. Wish him all the best. Hope he does well. He's a friend from the Subaru days from a few years ago. Always see his posts about his racing. I don't always know it's enough to give him a shout out. So whilst not related to today, hope you have a good one today, mate, and hope you set your new lap bests, etc. I know you've got a car that's very capable of it, so have a good one. 24 Hours Le Mans is live on Discovery Plus. I think we discovered that this morning. YouTube channel. Have we had that extra subscriber yet for 3,350? Have we got that extra one? No, not yet. We will do though. We will do. It will come. So nothing much to do on the socials. Let's flick back to the race. Let's see who's where. We're watching Team BB. They're in the lead by 1 minute 13 in the GR3 class. Wheeling for Wishes just pitted. They're back out and amongst it. Team Smouldering Pancake. Sorry. Smouldering Pancake. Burning Pancake. Showing us how to dust the grass without picking up penalties and flames from the exhaust. How good is that? So back to the front. Excuse me. 4 laps left on Sam's stint, probably 3. But 1 minute 15 in the lead, which sets me up for where I've got to be and where I've got to do. So I need to go and get myself a drink sorted. I also need to make sure I've got the channel set up for chatting and commentating and talking.